All right, what is up, adventurers in entrepreneurship? My name is Matthew Gargano, and I will be your professor for your 9 week. We got a couple different weeks going on here for your 9 week business. I'm looking a little, my screen over here. I'm looking a little, I don't know, funny looking over here. Like I'm lacking color or something. Let me just wipe the monitor. See what's going on here. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to be your professor for this amazing 9-week course, Business 139 Entrepreneurship. So what I want to do is I want to try to keep this to under 15 minutes. I know the average adult attention span nowadays is about 20 minutes, which is crazy to me. But anyway, I tend to talk a lot. I'm an East Coast loud Italian, so I'm not yelling at you. I'm just my normal tone. I try to tone it down sometimes, but anyway, I'm not yelling at you. I do tend to talk a lot. I'm very passionate, very excited. So I'm going to try. If you keep seeing me looking down, it's because I'm trying to keep track of the time. But anyway, a little bit about me. So I am obviously a business professor for Johnson Community College, which I love. Appreciate the opportunity. I'm also a business owner. I own an S corporation. I also have a sole proprietorship and a nonprofit. I'm a professional life coach, business consultant. I'm also a pastor and ordained pastor, and I'm also an author. Just had my second book published, and a professional writer. I'm also a dad and a granddad. I know, crazy. I don't look like a granddad material, huh? But I am. But anyway, I say all this not because I want to be braggadocious. I say all this because I'm so excited about entrepreneurship because it's part of what I do and part of who I am. And I'm equally excited because if you look at all of the roles that I just mentioned, they all have to do with not only serving people, but they have to do with helping individuals be able to step into and identify their gifts and their talents and step into the best version of themselves that they possibly can through the world of business and also other avenues. So utilize me, draw on my experience. I'm excited about what I do. I'm excited to share my knowledge with you. I'm excited to help create the next generation of entrepreneurs. And again, I walk the talk. I teach what I do and I do what I teach, that type of thing. By the way, most of my students call me Professor G. You certainly can call me Professor G. You can call me Professor Gargano. You can call me Matthew. I'm A-OK with any of those. So what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to walk through just the course and the syllabus a little bit. So let me get started here. This better not be on mute. Why am I seeing the little arrow here? I hope we're not on mute here. Let me see here. We better not be. That would be tragic. Let me pull up the course right quick. I already got it loaded for you, locked and loaded. So you guys should be able to see this. Let me move the screen around a little bit. I thought I could move the screen here. Yes, I can. There we go. All right, so over here, you've got all the links that I set up for you guys. Instructor information, click on that. Obviously, I am not on campus during the summer, so even though I put my office location there, my office hours are there, we're going to meet virtually. We can meet via email, via Zoom, via business Skype. I also included my LinkedIn if you want to check out my professional profile. Let's talk about the syllabus right quick. So there's two things. The first place you're going to go, having my morning coffee with y'all. I wanted to do a freshly baked launch video for you guys this morning. You're that important to me. I don't even know you for you to be important to me because people are important to me because people are important. So anyway, let me take a sip here. Rocking a little French vanilla espresso. Anyway, so the first place you want to go is my instructor. Look at that information. Then you want to go to the syllabus, and I put the links in this particular order, so you know it should be chronological. Now, with the syllabus, I included not only a syllabus. Did I say syllabus enough this morning? which is here, but also a course assignment schedule. So let's start with the syllabus. You should be able to click on it, download it, open it right up. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole entire syllabus. You can read, but let's talk about some things that you need to be aware of. Let me move the little thingamajigger here. All right, here we go. Read all this, very important. I highlighted more important areas, but really this course is all about you. It's about you. It's about what you can be and do. Okay, so if you prepare, show up, participate, engage, and do the work, you will be successful in the course. You've got the opportunity to step into the best and most amazing version of yourself. So it's all about you. Make it about you, because this is about you. It needs to be about you. Did I say you enough? So it can be about you so you can get to where you need to be so you can then make it about others. I talked about my faculty information. You want to read all this, textbook, e-textbook. Here's the meat and potatoes of. Again, don't just skim down, but I want to sort of highlight for the sake of time because we're on 6 minutes already. Here's your assignment categories, right? And I did it in a way where one category is not going to make or break you. I'm very much about experiential learning. What do I mean about experiential learning? I like to create a living classroom and have you guys learn through doing and experience versus something like standard tests and exams, which I don't do. What's the sense of memorizing a whole bunch of stuff only to forget it once you're done with the test and really not understanding how to apply it? So I try to bring in real world scenarios, and I try to make this a living classroom. I want you guys to I want you to have a sense of urgency, but a comfortable sense of urgency, and not be stressed out by tests and exams. You're going to work hard here. There's some healthy stress, but I try to eliminate what I consider unhealthy stress. To that end, 20% discussion posts, 9 total, 20% for weekly preps, articles, 20% case studies, and 20% for the starter business plan. Now, I'm not going to talk about the business plan today. I'm going to roll that out next week because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. You got really enough to do here, okay? But I want you to read all this, make sure you go through and you understand it. If you have any questions, let me know. Now, here's the important thing, right? All Blackboard assignments must be submitted in the required format. Required format, people, and to the correct Dropbox by the assignment due date in order to be considered. No exceptions, no late or email assignments will be accepted. So you got to put it in the right Dropbox. You got to put it in the right format. If I can't open it, then I can't grade it and you get a 0. No incorrect or incomplete assignments. They will not be accepted, and no additional assignment attempts. No makeup assignments, no makeup anything. Am I doing this because I want to be difficult? Absolutely not. Look, we're on a train here, y'all. We are on the entrepreneurship train, and I want to make sure that I keep us going and flowing so we're on board and we're not making all of these unnecessary stops because we want to get everybody to their destination, but not only get everybody to destination, I want everybody to enjoy the view and enjoy the experience. And that's the other thing. I want you to think about this just not as, oh my God, of course. I try to create experiences for my students. I want you to think of this as an experience that you will unwrap and step into. That's very important. So make sure you understand and you read the syllabus, because if you ask me a question that's in the syllabus, I'm going to say refer to your syllabus page so-and-so. Again, am I trying to be difficult? No. I want to give you guys good life skills, and one of those life skills is to utilize your resources before you go to the people resources. Utilize your immediate resources that you're given, and then if you still don't find the answers or you need further clarification, obviously reach out. Now, this being said, as life does sometimes get in the way, note the word sometime. If life seems to be getting in your way all the time, then you got to sort of get some things in order and aligned. But as life sometimes does get in the way, I automatically drop the lowest assignment grade in each of the 4 assignment categories for a total of 4 assignment grades. I do not drop your starter business plan because that's obviously a big one, right? Well, they're all big ones, but I mean, there's a lot of little pieces inside each of the 20% versus your starter business plan has more main components in there, and that's not exempt. So your first 4 categories, I dropped the lowest grade in your weekly discussion post category, lowest grade in your weekly preps, lowest grade in your articles, lowest grade in your case studies, right? Reason being is because I know sometimes life does get in the way. So you know that if you don't do one and it ends up being a 0, that will be dropped. Or if you do really poorly on one, it's going to be dropped. So that's kind of my lifeline to make it all fair for everybody. There's the grades. Read the the critical success strategy is really important. What else do I want to talk to you guys? When you guys email me, hold on, coffee sip. Please make sure you include your course title and section number. So for example, in the subject, Business 139 I01. Okay, here's the reason why. Again, am I trying to be difficult? I want to make sure that I give you my best. And in order to help me help you and give you my best, I got to keep track of all the different students from different courses. So this helps me be efficient and make sure I know who I'm talking to, and I can easily identify who you are, what course you're in, until I get to know you a little bit better, and then also be able to respond to you sooner rather than later. So you need to have that information in there, or I may miss it and I may not respond to you. Okay, very important. I want to make sure that I know who you are. You're in my class. Boom! I gotta VIP you. I gotta VIP you to the top. So you got to put that information in there, okay? The other thing is you got to email me from your JCC email to mine, and that's for FERPA reasons. I got to know who you are. I got to know that you're not some person who's trying to stalk you and they're pretending to be you through a Gmail or a Hotmail or whatever. I got to protect you guys as part of FERPA. So the way I know it's you is it's got to come from your JCC account. We're going on 12 minutes. I'm trying to hurry up. You got to make sure you do attendance. You got to be, your weekly attendance is your weekly assignments, your discussion posts, things of that nature, your assignments. That's how I know you're here for the week. Now, there is a weekly attendance verification to start off, which I'm going to go through. Make sure you read this. The census date. If you miss more than 12.5% of the course, you'll be dropped. You don't want to do that. You guys got to think of this as you are investing in you for your best future self, and you're worth the investment, okay? Keep it civil, mutual respect at all times. Certainly we can disagree. You can disagree with each other in discussion posts. Just keep it civil, right? You can disagree with a policy, a stance, whatever. Again, just do it respectfully, do it civilly. We've lost a lot of civility in this country. And by the way, if you disagree, it doesn't make you a racist or a bigot or a this or that. That's a little bit crazy too. We can disagree with each other. I may not agree with your viewpoint. I may not agree with something that you're doing, but just because I can't get behind a point of view or I can't get behind something you're doing or saying or being, doesn't mean I can't get behind you as a person. So I'm so tired of all this. The go-to is, you don't agree with my view, so you're a racist or a bigot. That's garbage, all right? But just keep it civil. And part of really growing as individuals is understanding different perspectives and opinions and even viewpoints based on evidence and facts, right? And be able to have intelligent conversations about this. So anyway, and then a little disclaimer, by continuing to be enrolled in this course, you are agreeing to the terms contained within the syllabus. Anything not covered here is implied or deferred to the overall college policies and set forth by the JCC board. My desire above all is you enjoy the journey of this course and you leave with a newfound appreciation, awe, and excitement for entrepreneurship and business overall. So again, I put all these things in place not to be difficult, but I want to create a very meaningful, effective, and efficient teaching and learning environment for you guys. That being said, now let's talk about the course assignment schedule. So what I try to do is to help you guys keep track of things. Let it load. This is your second document. So you see here, I have the weeks and I have the content and assignments and then the due date, and then you can put little notes here for those of you who want to, handwrite notes, do checklists, you like to cross things out. I try to make it for everyone. So you could either download it, you can print it out, you could use it, in electronic form, but these are sort of each week what's due and when it's due by. Now you'll notice here there's one exception. the week of this week, 6/27, Thursday, and that's the other thing. We're going to go from Thursday to Thursday since your course opens up on a Thursday. But the one Thursday that happens to be July 4th, I'm giving you guys an extra day so that for that week only, in observance of the July 4th holiday, your stuff for that week won't be due until July 5th. Everything's due Thursday by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you want to make sure you understand this as well. Again, I know I'm going quick because I got a lot to cover and I want to keep it to, 15, 20 minutes. I'm already over 15. So let's talk about where you want to start. You want to go to your assignments, okay? Now, the first thing is you want to do the start here, because the start here, read it, click on it. You want to click on the connect video. That's going to give you a little couple-minute tutorial on how to connect to the McGraw-Hill platform to connect to your assignments in your e-textbook. Then, based on what Aaron talks to you about in the Connect video, your first little mini assignment is your online enrollment verification. This does two things, okay? The first thing it does, excuse me, a little agita there. First thing it does is it lets me know this is your way of showing that you're here within that first week of class. Kind of like in the physical classroom, this is like, okay, you've attended the class, you get credit for attending the class, so you don't get dropped for being a no-show. Nobody wants to be a no-show, right? Unless you're a no-show for things you don't have any business showing up for. But anyway, so clicking on that will do two things for you. It gets you recorded as you're here, you're checked into the class, so we won't drop you unless, of course, you're excessive attendance, but I don't expect any of you guys to do that. And then also it'll make that connection so you can go ahead and register for your course. What else do we want to talk about? Then what I have here is I put all your weekly prep. So you guys have added. You have all of the weekly chapter assignments already ready to go, available to you. Now you got to watch the individual due dates, but they're all open to you so you can work ahead. I've got all your case studies already done. I've got all your articles already done. Please go through the individual folders because I've got your instructions there. If you need any further clarification on instructions, please email me. I also will do week to week, so if this overwhelms some people with the folders for weekly preps, case studies, articles, I'll roll out each week. This is what's due each week, right? So your first thing that's due this week is introduce yourself. It's a discussion post. Please make sure you read my discussion post before you do a discussion post. In the discussion post, did I say discussion? You got to make sure you have 3 total. 3 includes one initial post by you. Make sure you read the instructions because moving forward, I've got word counts and all kinds of stuff. Make sure you read the instructions, you answer the post thoroughly, and then you want to respond to at least 2 individuals in a meaningful way. That gets your 3 posts. If you don't have at least 3 posts, you're not even on my radar screen to grade. So you got to meet the minimum. And I explained more about that in my post before you post, so make sure you do that. And then you've got your sorry, I should probably move this over. And then you've got your weekly preps, your case studies, your articles. So that's kind of the way the assignments flow, okay? Again, I'll add each week. I know I went through quick, but again, I want to try to keep it under 20 minutes. A couple other things. I'm going to post 2 articles also to this course announcement. One is an article I wrote on being comfortable, being uncomfortable. The other is time management. Those are great life skills that you'll gain from that article, not only to help you be successful in this course or more successful, but in life overall. Also, I am teaching a Tackling Time and Mastering Money continuing ed course that will begin next week or the week after. We may push the date back to allow for further registration. You'll want to check out that course if you can. It's on campus. I'm going to post the flyer and the registration form for that as well. That being said, that's enough for now, y'all. It's coming on 20 minutes. Again, I look forward to working with all of you. This is Professor G, out for now. More to come.